Welcome back to World War Room, your straight-up source for verified geopolitical updates amid the escalating Iran conflict. Here's the big relief breaking right now on March 3rd, 2026. Despite fresh U.S.-Israeli strikes hitting Iran's key Natanz nuclear facility, no radioactive leak has been recorded. Iranian officials, their atomic energy organization, and even international monitoring confirm zero radiological release. No contamination, no elevated radiation levels detected in the area or bordering countries. This is huge news in a war that's already caused hundreds of deaths and massive regional tension, because one of the biggest fears was a nuclear accident, turning this into a Chernobyl-style disaster for the Middle East and beyond. Let's break it down with the facts as they stand today. The strike targeted Natanz, Iran's main underground uranium enrichment site in Isfahan province. Satellite imagery from commercial providers, analyzed by groups like the Institute for Science and International Security, shows apparent hits. Specifically 2 strikes on access points and entrance buildings to the underground complex. Iran's Atomic Energy Organization confirmed structural damage to the entrances, but stressed that the core enrichment halls and materials inside were not breached in a way that caused any radioactive release. They explicitly stated, no leakage of radiological materials, no threat to surrounding residents, and radiation safety remains intact. This matches what the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, is saying. IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi has repeatedly noted no major military activity directly targeting nuclear facilities in a damaging way that would cause leaks. In his latest updates, he said there's no indication of elevated radiation above normal background levels in Iran or neighboring countries. The agency reviewed fresh satellite images and confirmed damage limited to entrance structures with no radiological consequences expected. Grossi emphasized the agency is monitoring closely, though contact with Iranian authorities is limited right now due to the conflict. Why does this matter so much? Natanz is central to Iran's nuclear program. It's where uranium is enriched, a step toward potential weapons-grade material, though Iran insists it's for peaceful purposes. Past incidents, like the June 2025 Israel-Iran war and earlier sabotage, damaged centrifuges there, but this time the strikes appear precision-focused on surface access rather than deep underground halls. That limited the risk of dispersing radioactive particles or contaminating groundwater air. The absence of a leak is a critical de-escalation signal in one sense. It avoids immediate humanitarian panic, environmental disaster, or calls for even stronger international intervention. Neighboring countries, like those in the Gulf, Iraq, Turkey, Pakistan, are facing fallout warnings, and global markets, already jittery from oil disruptions, get a small breather on the nuclear panic front. But it doesn't change the bigger picture. The US and Israel are actively hitting sites tied to Iran's nuclear ambitions as part of Operation Epic Fury Roaring Lion goals, to destroy ballistic missile capabilities, naval forces, and block any nuclear breakout path. Iran's response remains defiant. They've acknowledged the hit, but vow continued retaliation, with missiles and drones still launching at Israel, US bases, and Gulf allies. The overall death toll from the campaign is climbing. Iranian reports over 700 plus from strikes, plus casualties from Iranian fire in Israel and elsewhere. Embassies are closing, shipping through Hormuz is crippled, and oil prices are up sharply. This update comes from cross-verified sources. Iranian state media, Noor News, Atomic Energy Organization statements, IAEA official comments, Reuters, Al Jazeera, Times of Israel, Democracy Now!, and satellite analysis from independent institutes. As always in fast-moving conflicts, things can change. Monitor IAEA updates, official statements, and reliable outlets directly. If this clear, no-spin breakdown on the nuclear risk helped you cut through the noise, hit that like button. Subscribe to World War Room for more real-time fact checks, and turn on notifications. In the comments, does the lack of a radiation leak make you think the strikes are more restrained than feared, or is escalation still inevitable? Share your take below. Stay informed, stay safe. See you in the next update.